How can I cash out from Planet IX? I mean, I have a certain amount of euro and picks already, but can I cash out and leave the game if I do?
Yes, you will, of course. That's what it's about in the end. But you won't be able to do that until the marketplace opens, when we go full launch, which will be in October initially, the plan. Maybe it will be in November. We have to see now in the beta. But yeah, that's definitely possible later on.
Okay, good. And Felipe, next question. When is the marketplace being launched? You touched upon it, but let's be repetitive.
That's
and
good.
let's also
Yeah,
maybe
that's good.
emphasize why it can alternate between,
Yeah.
it's not a specific date.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the previous talk shows, we've been mentioning October, but right now we are more gravitating to November. We have found several technical things that we need to improve in the game. And of course, we want to be ready to launch. We don't want to rush into things and launch a product that it's not 100% from our perspective or standpoint.
Yeah.
So there are still a couple of things for us to fix, and we can touch upon later. But yeah, right now we're more gravitating towards November as a full launch.
And I can also add that since the game and the marketplace will be carried out, on the blockchain, and transactions will be made, and minting of NFTs will be made. A lot of the backbone and foundation of the game has to be set prior to moving on chain, because currently all the assets are being traded database in our own database, basically, where we can tag player ID with specific assets. When we release it on the on-chain activity, we cannot reverse it.
Exactly.
So we have to make really a good foundation and prior to launching that.
And it also shows, that there's so many facets to this game. It's not just, a game that there are so many dimensions to it. So that's why it's so vital that when the launch, everything is sort of done on par. Okay, and now you, Christopher, we have a question here. I play Planet IX together with friends, and we have a significant amount of picks already collected. At any point in the game, would we be able to connect our collections and make a bigger collection, or can only one of us own a larger collection?
Yeah, this is a great question, and this is what the game is all about as well. We really want to emphasize and encourage people to play in teams, because as you know, it's a complex game. It's big. We have the world as our playing field, and to really get going and excel in the game, I think it's good to play in teams. So currently, you need to decide the rules and the setup for yourself. I think Felix will be touching this later, but we are introducing the DAO, which is the decentralized autonomous organizations, which will set the framework for how many of these teams will act. But yeah, so to answer your question again, it's definitely possible, and we will keep developing
that.
Just to reinforce on that, you can play already as a group, but there are no specific guidelines or rules. But we already understand that people are already doing DAOs or organizations, or playing with friends or groups of people already. But soon, Christopher and Felix and myself and the team, we are developing rules for players to be able to do that online, in the game, with guidelines and with a bit more control in that sense.